Hi, in this video I'm gonna be talking about 5 common mistakes people make choosing PC components. As the result, they overspend a lot of money. Avoiding these mistakes is incredibly important for people who are low on budget. Of course, if you have enough money to buy all the best PC parts, then you're probably not watching this video. However, splurging out on unnecessary crap is silly and wasteful from my point of view. It's better to spend this money on something more efficient. This video is not a breakthrough, it's not claimed to be like that, but anyway, I'd like to express my opinion on that theme. These mistakes are not very obvious, but there is no something complex to. First mistake is buying RGB components. RAM, air coolers, even power supply. The difference in price between non-RGB and RGB components isn't small. People turn a blind eye to that to get beautiful look. As the result, they either stretch budget or cut back on other more important PC components, for example GPU. Let's take G-Skill RAM. Oh, what a beauty, it looks so good, I'm gonna stretch my budget a little bit for this RAM. If you think that way, then you're idiot. You overpay for this shit. Well, it's not actually shit, but if you are not interested in overclocking, then it's better to buy a simple but trusted product. For example, Crucial Ballistics, everybody knows this brand. Crucial Ballistics costs $15 less. I want to clarify that G-Skill is a great RAM, but if you wanna spend money wisely, then G-Skill is a bad choice. And I only told you about the difference between RGB RAM and non-RGB RAM. Buying RGB case fans and CPU coolers will also break the bank. You want to have a decent cooling and RGB at the same time, but it's hard to achieve with tight budget. In most cases, non-RGB fan is better than RGB fan if they have the same price. For some people, even the RGB fan is not enough and they buy liquid RGB cooling. This is a second mistake. I'm not talking only about RGB liquid cooling. I'm also talking about any liquid coolers. Yes, liquid coolers have the best cooling efficiency, they look great, but it will lead you to additional costs. Air coolers capability is enough for most PC builds. They give more price to performance than liquid coolers. For example, Be Quiet Purock 2 does pretty well with Ryzen 5 5600X. It costs only $44. And now let's look at that. Oh my god, this is real aesthetics. What a beauty, what a refinement. But it costs $146. Decent trusted liquid coolers are always more expensive than air coolers. If you want to buy liquid cooler, make sure that you need that power. Please don't put the aesthetics ahead of everything else. But these words are useless for school students or college students that ask parents to buy them a PC for work and studying for $2,000. Third mistake is buying motherboard with useless extra features. Motherboard is one of the easiest areas to overspend. Before looking for the motherboard, ask yourself 3 questions. First, do you really need in-built Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, or is better to buy USB adapter? Second question, what ports do you need and how many USB ports do you need? And third question, do you plan to overclock CPU? Only after that open an online store. With understanding of what you really need will help you to make the best choice. Don't throw away money if you don't need Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. If you consider buying motherboard with Bluetooth, make sure to check the version of it. It's better to buy motherboard with Bluetooth 5.0 because everything under 5.0 is obsolete. Then make sure that the motherboard has all the ports you need. I think having more than 8 USB ports is beyond the pale, but this is individual subject, you should decide by yourself. And if you plan to overclock CPU, then you have probably got a clear picture about VRM. If you haven't yet, then I recommend watching some videos on YouTube about VRM, because this is a very important subject. And also, in this video I'm not gonna bring up the problem of choosing chipset, because I don't have enough knowledge. Only thing I know and can recommend is that B550 chipset is enough for Ryzen 5 5600X and Ryzen 5 7800X. There is no reason in buying X570. In the end of the video, I would like to touch the topic of PC cases. In my opinion, this is the right area where you can slightly, I want to emphasize, slightly stretch the budget. Not a secret that plenty of budget PC cases have terrific airflow, and most of them can be easily used with high-end configurations. However, these PC cases are often poorly made and have a number of disadvantages. Terrible cable management. By terrible cable management, I don't mean that your PC will look like an octopus with thousands of tentacles. Most of new chip cases have decent view after making cable management. The process of making it is very inconvenient. You will not be in seventh heaven while building your PC. Yes, I mentioned that aesthetics isn't the cornerstone of good PC, but in this case I want to make an exception. There are also a lot of cases that don't reduce fans noises at all. You won't have worries about that with good PC case. And the most important, high quality dust filters. This is genius invention. I am ready to overspend for having excellent dust filters under the power supply and in the front at least. There is nothing more boring than cleaning PC, because if you want to clean it flawlessly, you have to spend quite a long time. Alright guys, that's all for now. I hope I helped you with choosing PC components. I hope that video helped someone, helped to save money, and thank you for watching. See you next time in the next videos. Good luck and bye.